Okay, so we are live. Hello, 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 everybody.
What's happening?
Today is the first episode of Popcorn Music, and we have the guest with us. We have a guest by the name of Big B Silver. Hi, Big B Silver.
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Pretty good. Just out here getting it like every other citizen out here.
Oh, I know. Oh, trust me, I know. So, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Man, I'm from Columbus, Georgia originally. Grew up in Georgia, raised in Alabama, and with that combination, I'm a bad member jammer. You hear me?
Okay, yeah, I hear you. So, you grew up in Phoenix City, Alabama. What's it
Now,
like being
I grew up in Georgia and raised in Phoenix City, Alabama.
oh, you were raised in Phoenix City. Like, okay, so what was it like being a Georgia Bama boy?
Man, you had to fight all the time. For some reason, people don't like you when you come from different places. So, I always been by myself because, I was partially sort of kind of like a military brat. So
Mhm.
I kind of came from that point and just went, my dad had moved around a lot. So we lived in all the parts of the city, and everywhere I had to go, I had to fight for my love. So,
Oh,
so I,
wow.
yeah, so I learned how to fight by fighting people all the time because there was always issues. People always had issues with me or my sister and stuff like that. So, I had to learn how to box. So I had a friend that I fought a long time ago. He was mean to me. Then he realized that I wasn't no joke. His daddy was a boxer. So
Uh,
me and him used to teach each other how to box. We used to practice with each other. So I got pretty good with them hands. A lot of
Okay.
people don't know that though.
So, did you ever consider professional boxing as a career?
No, never thought about it. I just used it to protect myself.
Okay, that's understandable. So, what do you do now? Tell us about where you are now in life.
Well, um, I did music a long time ago. I had been doing music ever since I was 9 years old. So I was known in my hometown, Atlanta, North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. I
Mhm.
did a lot of tours there, being a hype man for Lil One the Boss when I was fooling with College Park Records and Dungeon Family. Malachi was had the Malachi. And yeah, then I moved to Texas after that. Disappeared, moved to Texas. God gave me a new life, wanted a family and stuff. So, I worked on doing that. Got married, got me a career, own a trucking company,
Mhm.
and then, just stay with that. Things change in life, things happen. So you make changes and now I'm back in music. I got through back in this music. My
Mhm.
boys found me, so here I am. And so I do music and, do my little side hustles here and there and drive trucks here and there and I am a worker for hire. I actually do all types of stuff. There's no limit to what I can do.
Okay. So, when you were in music back in the days, were you singing? Were you rapping? How has music changed over the years for you? Like, where did you start? Like, what was your starting part in the music industry? Did you start out as a musician, a hype man, a rapper, a singer? How did it advance for you?
Man, I started out as a regular guy that played with toys and video games, and then my homeboy, Whit Gold, shout out to Whit Gold, he brung a little techno beat tape over, and he was like, "We got a recorder, so let's record rap." So we
Mm,
just went in the dungeon and started freestyling, and his cousin uh Ogletree
mhm,
told us, he was like, "Man, y'all just freestyle this on this techno beats," and we was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, this is a whole album, and this is actually good." So he said, "Well,
oh,
y'all need to keep
wow.
rapping." So, we tried out for the talent show with one of those songs. We just freestyled, and
Mhm.
the rest is history. We did music like that. all off of freestyles.
Wow. Do you still have access to that old freestyle? I would love to hear it.
Man, I can't, man. You know what? Wick Gold sent me some stuff in the email a couple of days ago, and I told him I'm gonna get the paperwork done on it, and we gonna release it to the world. We sold over like at least about 10,000, 15,000 copies of it. So everybody know the music. They know who we are. So,
Hmm.
I told them we ain't never went, pro like what I'm doing now. So I was like, we're gonna do the paperwork on it. I'm gonna get him set up and we're gonna blast it out, let everybody know who 3D4 was.
Okay, I hear you. So are you still doing freestyle? You know, some of these questions I'm asking you, I do know the answers to, but everybody don't. So I'm just gonna be like repeat, but just go with the flow. So what type of music do you do now?
I do Southern soul music. God bless me to meet Bad News, and I appreciate him. He put me back in the game, you know what I'm saying? Like, much respect to him. The man is a working man, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't believe the hype. Like, you got to remember, this Southern soul world, things change. I'm at that Southern soul age, so it's gonna change with the time. And
Right.
he just one of the ones that's meant to make that change, and he opened the door for me, and I appreciate that. Much love, and I'm pretty sure he opened the door for a lot of other artists that
Of
was
course.
looking for an opportunity to change things. And
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, that's how that go. So I
So
do
when you
Southern
say he
Soul. It
opened
was
the door for
recognized.
you, when you say he opened the door for you to be into Southern Soul, what do you mean by that?
Like, his uniqueness, his music and had the sound and how he carry himself and the uniqueness allowed for me to express my versatility
Hmm.
to the uniqueness of the crowd for
Okay.
itself.
Okay.
Because
So
one thing that I know about this Southern Soul world is just a wording. I feel like it's a wording because there's so much different versatility in Southern Soul. But in Southern Soul, you have to be unique. You can't just come in there uh, thinking you got it figured out and all this rap and dryness. No, it's got to be unique. You got to come in there with some uniqueness about yourself. That's the only way
mhm.
you're going to excel in that genre because it is not rap and it is not pop. It is a uniqueness of its own.
In my opinion, Southern Soul is a gumbo. You know, you got that Creole gumbo, got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. You put the
Yeah.
whole kitchen sink in there,
Hmm.
because that's what Southern Soul represents. So it's just a gumbo to me because you have the comedic entertainers, where it's Southern Soul, but it's funny rap, like Uncle Daddy, for instance. His flow is more comedic than anything, but it's catchy and it's good. And then you have the Bad Newses, who are rappers and they bring their own southern swang to it or whatever. And then you have the Sir Charleses, the ones that can blow from the floor to the ceiling.
Man.
So, you have some of everything. And then you also have the gospel mixed in with there. Some of these songs have a gospel feel to it. So it's a
Yeah.
big gumbo. It's a big pot of good old Southern Creole gumbo.
Yeah. And me, that's the uniqueness about me. I kind of like bring all like I always had that uniqueness about me, but I kind of
Mhm.
bring a lot of that uniqueness to the table. Like they call me Big B Silver, ready to deliver. There's no limitations of the capabilities of my music and my style. Like I have no limits. Like for example, right now, this he a hot country singer, black guy named Tez in Dallas. You can look him up. Should be able to look him up through Tez. But he does country, like actual country music. Me and him working on a song, and then I got a Spanish girl that does Spanish music, like strictly what that is. And we're working on a song. So I'm trying to touch all the genres. People always tell you just be you, but I'm being me because I love everybody in every genre. I love different types of music. I'm just not stuck on one thing. I want to grow and advance and be myself. I'm Big B Silver. I'm ready to deliver. In order for me to deliver, I got to be capable of matching anything. And that's what I
Mm,
am, especially when you step to me.
that's true. That's so true. Um, I'm trying to see where, cause you gave me some music that I would like to play. Just trying to see how to play it in. Maybe if I add it. So the song that you sent me called "Come Roll with Me." Can you give me some history on that?
Well, it's a song off TP's album. It's actually off TP's album, and he was looking for an artist to do a song. Now, me and TP Thomas, you can go TP Thomas, just look him up. He on Facebook. He actually Facebook and everything, YouTube. Go check him out.
Mhm.
He actually got a song right now that's hot with Jeter Jones as well. So I was actually honored to for him to say, "Hey, Big B, I need you to do something with this beat." So he was like, "Man, I got a beat that I need somebody to do something with." And I was like, well, shoot, give it to me because, I'm hungry. I love to work on music. I like to write. So, uh, he was like, trail riding. And me, I'm new to this guy. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm new to this Southern Soul world. So when they
Mhm.
said trail ride, I didn't know what trail ride was at
So
all.
you haven't been to a trail ride yet?
I've been to a trail ride when I was younger, but now I'm performing at trail ride. So now I know what they are. But when we came across this beat, he was like, I need to make a trail ride song. And I was like, I don't even know what a trail ride song is. So I did my research and I was like, oh, okay, that's what a trail ride is. So I'm gonna make a real trail ride song. But I said, you know what? Don't nobody make songs about trail riding in the nighttime because I'm country. I'm real country. So when we ride, we roll at night. You know what I'm saying? It's still
Okay.
popping. It don't just pop in the daytime. So I said, you know what? Let's make a trail ride nighttime song because I like to be different. I don't want my stuff to be like everybody else. I want when you think about Big B, you think about, oh, he gonna deliver. That dude got
Okay.
everything. He capable of doing everything you could think of. I love his music. He don't just sit on one genre. He likes to tap everything. So when you listen to my music, you got a slew of everything because I like diversity and I want diversity in my world. So I was
Right.
like, you know what? But back to the trail ride song, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do a real trail ride song with the big boy voice and the southern soul kind of swagger. And I was like, shoot, let's go with it. And that's what it was. Is when I wrote the song, I felt like I was getting on a four wheeler, and just riding through the mud with my nighttime binoculars on. So that's
Mhm.
how I wrote the song like that.
Okay. Well, let me see if I can get this to play. I have it uploaded. So let's see what it do. Can you hear it?
I don't hear it on your end, but I also popped up. I'm playing it on my end anyway,
Okay.
but I don't hear it on your end.
Okay. Well, you want to play it because it should be playing on my end.
Yeah, yeah, go. If it's playing, let it ride.
So it's kind of like a rite of passage to have a trail ride song.
Yeah, yeah, I just felt like that was one of the biggest honors that I got so far, other than Bad News asking me to do a song with them. That was like the biggest honor. Like somebody asking me to actually, that's actually doing something in the industry to say, Big B, I need you to get on this. So
Right. So you talked about bad news. You got a song with bad news?
yeah, I got a song with Bad News that's actually what propelled me into the Southern Soul. It's called Kissing on You.
Okay. So what was the inspiration behind kissing on you?
Well, the inspiration behind Kissing on You, it was like, I'm a truck driver, and if I want to make song, I want to make a song to express how I feel about my woman,
Mhm.
because that's the type of music I want to make. I want to make music for women. And I was like,
Right.
and I also want to make music for the normal people. Like everything ain't all in the club, everything ain't all on rims and stuff like that. Some of us have normal lives. Why don't we start making music that makes sense?
Right.
So
That's true.
that's yeah. So that's how we came up with that concept, and he put me on it. He was like, "Man," he said, "I heard you on this song, man. I just heard your voice." And he was like, "Just give it a go." Now the expectation, the participation wasn't for me to sing on the song. It was actually for me to just make a song with him. But I was like, you know what? I love, like I said before, I love versatility and pushing my talent. So I was like, you know what? I ain't never sung before, so I want to sing, and so I did.
Okay. So you sung for the first time. You were a rapper, and now you're singing Southern Soul.
Yeah,
That is an
yeah.
amazing
and, and,
transition.
and, and and I'm making I got a couple of more Southern Soul songs that I'm currently making right now that's gonna be even more Southern Soul than that, to the point where I was like, you know what? I'm actually writing these songs for myself, but I think heavy hitters in Southern Soul would probably like these songs. So
Oh,
I am selling, I am ghostwriting. So if anybody's interested, once you see me blow up off of these songs I created, just
mhm.
let me know and I will write you a song. Just
Okay.
FYI before it happens.
So are you writing for the men and the women, or just the women, or just the men, or both?
Oh,
What's right?
I'm writing for both, a man's point of view and what a woman would like to hear, you know.
Mhm.
So I would say what like to hear, but I like to make comfort songs. I like songs that make me feel some type of way. I like rap and stuff like that, but a lot of times I ride this R&B stuff like Kim and you know, uh, Sade. I like stuff like that too. So I wanted to give a flavor of a mixture of stuff that people really want to hear, and that's based on reality, not just dreaming. Like we living it every day. So when you jump in the car, you'll play it because you're living there and you understand it. It ain't
Okay.
just a it ain't just a booty shake, you know.
Mhm. So, do you see yourself staying in Southern Soul music, or are you going to venture off into some other stuff? Like I know News, he's doing some acting now and some modeling. He's getting ready to do a play. Do you plan on venturing off into some of that stuff?
Yeah, I'm actually doing that stuff now. I'm on a reality show called the Oak Cliff Socialist. And you can catch it on feeds of it on Facebook and stuff like that. It's gonna be pushed out to some networks. I can't say too much. It's not my place. But yeah, I got a lot of that. Got that going on. Plus, plus I'm doing modeling as well. So I got that going on. And yeah, I thought about getting back in the acting thing, but it's just when it comes, I'm gonna let God work all that. So because I did do one acting. I did Fighting Temptations with Beyonce and all them. I was one of the security guards. So so I did get a little acting on my reservoir as well. And plus, my little brother is villain TV. So villain TV, I mean. And he been all over Tubi and just all over he Netflix. He's been on a bunch of stuff. Like before this stuff, Tubi even started taking off good. He was one of the directors that was putting his movies on there. So like I'm plugged in. So whenever I'm ready, all I gotta do is get a call and I can start doing it. But I gotta do one step at a time. I gotta build my name is what I'm trying to work on. It's just to be a better artist. So, I can make people happy. I love making people happy. You there, Nika? Uh-oh.
Okay, I don't know what's going on with the thing. It's technical difficulties or something.
Okay, I was wondering. I was like, oh, did she disappear?
No, it kicked me out or something when the song started playing. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. I thought maybe I was just talking too much.
No, Remember, this is the first episode, so it's gonna be some hiccups. I played with it. I did test runs, which is how I got the background and stuff all cute. Can you see the backgrounds and stuff?
Yeah, it looks real nice. You got it all set up real good.
So I played with it, so it's just like some technical issues, I guess, because it's the first episode. I mean, we'll work them kinks out. We'll get them out. But I did attempt to play the song, but it like did some other stuff. I don't know what it did, so I'm gonna just leave it alone. It must not be meant for me to play. But my phone has been tripping all week anyway. Like, so
Yours
it's
ain't the
not.
only one. I've been missing calls, important calls, and everything. So,
Yeah, very.
but,
Laquanda, she said very. I think that no, Lawanda. Yeah, Lawanda. She said very talented.
thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in, Lawanda. Um, I put it on the stream. So, of course, there's going to be some technical difficulties. Next time, I will be better prepared and I'll just bring my tablet in here too or my laptop in here too and use both. I was trying to use one device because, I was running a little late, but I wanted to be ready. Um, but other than that, do you have any new projects that you're working on?
Like I said, man, I got a slew of new projects, man. I got a well, to let y'all know, if you don't know, I'm in Dallas, Texas. I literally stay in Dallas, Texas. So I'm plugged in with all the heavy hitters in Dallas.
Hmm.
Literally plugged in with all of them. Christopher, uh, he manages me in the city. Anything you need, that's who you need to holler at. People in Dallas already know. This man got an award for it. So I appreciate him and I pay homage to him for believing in me and put me on, further and connecting with the city. I'm hoping to I got a lot of podcasts coming up, a lot of interviews. I'm hoping to uh finish and to start and finish working on a song with Puka Leroy. Um
Okay.
I got plans to do a song with Lil Will. I just gotta send all these guys the finished product. I got my engineer, Magnificent. Shout out to him. He's
Okay.
my
Hi,
engineer, so
Magnet.
yeah, he be working on stuff. He probably at work now. Like that's all we do. We get it all day. We out here trying to
You
grind.
can watch it
So
later because it's streaming on. I think it's streaming on the Fannie Mae Music Group page. It's on my YouTube channel, and it's also on my Facebook. And then I think you have it streaming to your Instagram, so he'll be able to go back and rewatch it if he misses it because it's
okay, cool,
recorded.
cool. Yeah. So So I got that going on. In I'm like I said, I'm gonna do all these songs with these artists and different genres and stuff like that. Try to solidify my name in Dallas to get me a little respect because I know it's kind of awkward to them that I'm kind of moving kind of fast and I ain't, I don't necessarily belong to Dallas, but
Right,
I've been here the whole time. You just wasn't looking. You know what I'm saying?
right,
It's kind of how I was in Atlanta. I was there the whole time. You just wasn't looking. I'm just doing I'm doing the promotion and networking. My networking and my pushing and promoting ought to be an example to people who are trying to blow up in the industry because I'm doing this sort of kind of by myself. I got a team that's showing me how to do this, including Bad News, which he a genius when it comes to being plugged. You want to know something? That's who you need to talk to. Don't hate him because he know what he's doing. You know,
right.
you need to learn. If you want to learn, you have somebody that know what they're doing. Somebody
That's
that's got rewards and trophies. Don't throw salt on it. And like I said, at the same time, we both from Phoenix City, Alabama. So we should be getting love because we all the way across from LA all the way to North Carolina to I mean, it goes on. We across the map. We from
right.
Little Bit of Phoenix City, Alabama. Show us some love. Cause we putting y'all out there. We putting Alabama and Phoenix City, Alabama on the map. But
Mhm.
a lot of times people don't realize until it's too late. You know, a lot of people don't want to love you from your hometown, even though they knew you was a legend there. But it seems like you get more love from the people that don't know you, that just hearing you and not knowing who you are.
Well,
You
you
know,
know what they say, strangers make you rich.
yeah, and they definitely
Strangers make
doing it.
you rich. Um, with that being said, you went to LA. So how was that? What was it like being in the West Coast coming from the South?
Oh man, it's too hot over there for me. It's muggy. I don't like the
Yeah.
mugginess. It's
They don't
very
have any
expensive.
humidity.
Yeah, yeah. It's just muggy to me, straight up. I sat there in a 5-star Bonvoy, and I sat there in the hallway sweating, and everybody wearing long sleeves, and I'm like, man, they don't lost their mind. But I was like, you know what? Maybe it's because I'm from Texas, and where we go, we in AC. We don't come outside.
Right.
Not for real.
Right. But
So
see, their heat index is really, really, really hot. I only do California in the wintertime. Like I'll do California in like February because I'm a Midwest girl. So we used to the cold. Like down there where y'all be at, oh my God, I would have a heat stroke, like literally, like for real. I'm allergic to the
yeah,
sun. So I can't be in all that heat. I went to North Carolina about a year ago and oh my God. I was so black when I came back. My mom didn't know who I was. I looked like a whole different person. Oh my God. And I had went to Jamaica before that, so I was super, super, super dark. I mean, in that heat, oh my God, that heat was unbearable. Like
oh
all we
yeah,
did was stay in the water.
this year I think this the hottest I seen it right here in Dallas. I think we went up to 117 degrees, and it was hot.
When it get
Like,
90 degrees in Milwaukee, I don't go outside. Like literally, I do not go outside when it get 90.
yeah, but you
85
got
is my
to
max.
hey, you
Maybe
got to
87. But
it's just
90,
like it's
huh?
just like the snow up there. It's like the snow up there. You gotta go. You gotta make money. You gotta work. So you gotta get out here. So this heat is like our. It's like their snow.
It's like
If I'm
I
making
mean,
any
see,
sense.
I can go to work in the snow. I can drive in ice, but I can't do
Okay.
heat.
I can't fool with it. I went up there in my 18 wheeler in that snow and ice, and I almost fell off a mountain. And I said I'd never ride in it again, and I definitely won't.
I drove 6 hours by myself to Detroit in February by myself, and I mean, it was a storm then, but I made it back and I made it home talking to you, and I had no problems. And that was the first time I took a road trip by myself that
And
many
you know
hours.
what? You know what? I did Virginia all the way to Detroit in one day, and It was during the biggest flood in history they ever had, and I was like, you know what? First time I'm breaking a history with them for first of all for being up here. Their first time ever having a flood that bad. I'm talking about he flooded out the city so bad. The police officer said they had about 12,000 cars that are just
Wow.
underwater and they no good.
Wow.
Yep.
Wow.
And I was there when that happened. First time I
So,
ever been.
so do you have any upcoming shows you want to tell the people about?
Oh, I got an upcoming show on the 13th in Meridian, Mississippi with Bad News. Me and him got a show there. I got another show November 16th. Oh, you hit me. I should hey this let you know I'm
Thank
not used to
you.
doing interviews. I should have had my papers with me so I can write down names and call them out.
Mm.
But yeah, we got a big show on the 16th in November. Uh, I'm gonna be posting the advertisement, so you'll be able to check it out if y'all able to come. Come and support us. It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be big. Um,
Okay, so you'll be in
I-
the Virginia show on the 16th.
yeah. So and let me see. Oh, I got November 13th. I got a coast to coast competition that I'm gonna do. Me and Magnificent. He's my engineer is a heavy hitter in the rap industry as well. So
Mhm.
like I'm gonna be participating in that with him. Man, I got a lot of stuff going on.
So that's gonna
I'm
be rap.
actually
That's gonna
uh
be rap. The competition you were just telling
yeah
me about, that's gonna be rap.
yeah that's gonna be rap. I do a little harmonizing here and there for him as well. And I'm in the Scott Storch competition on Orbit. I posted it online. So, y'all go and support me. I'm in the finals. Like, it's only three of us left. Like, literally, only
Hmm.
three of us in our group left that they picking out of everybody all over the United States. So, if I'm not making a difference in other people's eyes, just know the world is watching me.
The world is
So,
watching always, whether they're liking, whether they're commenting. They saw it, so they ain't gotta like, they ain't gotta comment. They saw it, and the best form of flattery is imitation. So hey,
yeah, so
yeah.
so yeah, I'm out here grinding, man. I'm Big B Silver, man. I'm gonna deliver. I get out here and do my thing. I don't really like to talk, so a lot of time when you meet me, I be acting shy. Then you can see me get up on stage and show out, and you be like, "Nah, he ain't shy," but I actually am. I really um uh, um sociable, but I'm more like a homebody. I really only talk to people that I know. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because I don't be comfortable around people if I don't know them because I lost a lack of trust. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, so if I'm shy, I'm really shy, you know what I'm saying? But if I get to know you, I talk to you like I talk to everybody else. Like they
Right.
say I'm a
You're
trip.
extroverted and introverted. Trust me, I get it.
Yeah.
Um, when I'm in Nikita mode, I'm one person. I'm kind of quiet most of the time. When I'm in Nikita Michelle mode, it's but that's because I'm an entertainer. So you have to be able to turn it on and turn it off. In entertainment mode, I have to be approachable. In Nikita mode, when I'm in my own private space, I don't. I mean, I
Yeah.
get it. Sometimes people recognize me from Tubi and all that good stuff. And I'm learning to be more receptive to that when people be like, "Don't I know you? You look familiar." I get that a lot now. I don't know why all of a sudden, but this summer I've been getting it a lot. So,
And
I
that's
just say,
good.
well,
That
let's
means
make the movie.
that's how you know you making movement.
Yeah, I'm 14 movies in. I'm 14 movies in. So you'll be there with news, and on the 16th, I'll be there with news on the 22nd in Virginia for the Scorpio Bash. Hi.
Cool.
But he's actually gonna be making me work, so y'all probably get to have fun. I gotta sell T-shirts and stuff. So
Hey, well, if you getting out there and grind, I get out there and grind too. Ain't that but a thing. That's what we out here for to help each other, and that's what a lot of people don't realize in this game. Unless you just don't want to be in the game, you just doing music for fun. if you want to excel in things, it don't necessarily, people came up with this idea that the internet is who you are. Those points that you see on that page has nothing to do with the actual fans I actually have. I just
Right,
don't be on the internet like that. Don't let it fool you. I'm bigger
right.
than what it look like. You feel me?
But you get more views than you get like any day of the week,
Oh yeah.
any day of the week. So just because they're not liking or they're not engaging, that does not mean that you don't have a fan base. Um, I'm starting to realize that my fan base is a lot bigger than I give myself credit for because to me, I'm just Nikita when I'm not in actress mode or model mode. But to these people, I'm Nikita Michelle. And they want to meet you and they want to engage with you. And everybody's not on social media. So it does not have it's not about how many likes you get. I care more about how many people looking at my stuff than I do how many people liking it.
Yeah, because it's definitely a movement going on. Because I
Mhm.
remember when I was at 2.1 thousand. Now I'm at 2.7 thousand, and I just 1,000 just hit today. So I was like,
Mhm.
somebody's watching. Something
Somebody's
somebody
watching.
looking. Yeah.
And you can't
So
expect for your support to come from familiar places. It's not. It's not going to come from familiar places. Um, you'll get some, but 95% of your support is going to be from strangers. You got
yeah,
that 5% that really know you that's going to encourage you and push you or whatever, but it's never going to be 100% of people that you know because a lot of people have a hard time of realizing that you come from the same stuff that they come from, and here you are living their dreams and they still stuck in their head, meaning
yeah,
their dreams are still stuck in their head. So you
yeah,
have to really, really, really take that in consideration when you see the lack of support. You want to share your social medias with us now that we talked about it?
yeah. You can go. Matter of fact, I'm trending so well. You could just go on the internet on anything, Instagram, YouTube. I got a video on YouTube, of course. Like I said, I'm fresh now. I'm fresh back in the game. But you can
Hmm.
go on anything, any platform, and put in Big B Silver, just like it is, and I will pop up because everybody's looking for it. And
So what was the inspiration behind that name, Big B Silver?
well, when I was little, me and my homeboy Wick Go, we, like I said, we was, freestyling off of little tapes and stuff on a little tape recorder, and we call ourselves going outside after we thought we had it figured out on how to rap. We went to my mama and we told my mama. My mama was the biggest inspiration. She the one that didn't give me no limitations on what I can do in life. That's why I am an entrepreneur and I ain't worked for nobody in probably about 20 years. But back to that, we was rapping and cussing and going on. Was like, Mama, we can rap, and we started rapping. And she was like, well, I think y'all sound good, but if you just take out that cussing and rap about God, then you might can do something with your life. So we
Right.
was like, you know what, we'll stop cussing. So our motto was when we make music, the challenge was not to cuss. So
Okay.
everything we made, we didn't cuss. Even though some of the songs we made were some of the hardest songs you could think of, we just didn't cuss. And that's what made us hot and moved us along. And so, in the mix of that, we went back downstairs under the dungeon, and I was like, you know what? Well, we need to come up with a name that's close to God. So I was like, you know what? Uh, I said, I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. And I was like, you know what? Silver and gold must be the closest thing to God. So if we
Right.
want to be of God, then we need to be silver and gold. And that's how it took place.
So what does the B stand for though?
My nickname,
Oh,
Boney.
yeah. Okay. 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 So Big B Silver, silver and gold. So you was
Yeah,
on your Kurt Franklin kick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That about everything in line. Like I said, I had that name since I was 9 years old. Always been kind of a big guy because when I was 7, 8, 9, instead of going playing with kids and stuff, my
Mhm.
my folks always been business owners. So my granddaddy, he owned like 5 businesses. So I always loved being around him. So I always felt to make him proud. I go out there and work, do put wood in the summertime. So the whole summer I used to work put wood and throw trees around. And so I got pretty
What
big.
is
So
putwood?
yeah,
Explain what
yeah,
putwood is.
yeah, I was put wood.
What
So
is it?
uh,
What is putwood?
you don't know what put wood is?
I'm in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. No, I do not know what putwood is. What is
It-
that?
It's when you cut the trees down and put them on the back of the tractor and send them off to get chipped so you can get that furniture you got.
Oh, so it's like the stub of a tree
Yeah,
stump.
yeah, like you cut the tree down and then you take the wood and chunk it up. So they call it buck wood.
Oh,
Yep,
okay.
that's where it came from. You chunk it, you throw because back in the day we didn't have all that stuff. So you had to grab the tree by the bottom and toss it up on the track. So you say, up, because let everybody know you're going up with it. So it's puck
Oh,
wood.
wow.
Yeah. So that's why
Okay.
they call it
See,
puck.
I learned something new because I honestly didn't know what it was. Like, I didn't know. That's why I'm asking questions. Like,
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
putwood.
so I was kind of big for my age, not really realizing that throwing big old chunks of trees around was actually making me strong. And so they always used to call me big guy. So big guy with boonie, and I love silver, and I'm allergic to gold. So big
Okay.
B silver, and also silver come from the tree, from under the roots of the tree. So it's pure. And I always been a good guy.
Mm,
I try to be honest. I was raised by a noble and honorable family. So I was always taught in order to be a man, you got to respect others to allow others to respect you. So I
right.
give respect to everybody. My game is not to cross you. I don't have to cross you because I got my own stuff.
Right.
I've been
I
having
get
my own trucking business for 11, almost 12 years. I ain't got to stab nobody in the back. I know how to create stuff myself.
what's the name of your trucking business?
It's called Smithson Trucking.
Okay. Are you still in business? Are you looking for what do y'all call them? Loads? Is that what y'all find? Loads or whatever?
Yeah, I book my own loads. I do everything myself. I do
Okay.
it all myself. So I book loads. I have employees from time to time, and I book loads for them and stuff like that. Like I'm like my own management.
Okay.
it's, it's
So
it's actually what I got a degree in. I got a associate's degree in business, and I got a bachelor's degree in business development. So I
okay.
got those, not really realizing that I didn't need them because I was already doing this ever since I was a little bit of
Little
kid.
kid, because it's in your
Yeah,
family, it's in your DNA.
yeah, and I used to carry a suitcase around all the time when I was little, doing rap. Didn't know I was managing myself then, but
So
now I
what
do.
was in this suitcase?
Uh, you know, Vi and people like that, rap legends that was in Columbus,
Mm,
they always carried a book bag around. And so they used to take me and Wick Gold under their wing. And I asked them, I said, because they was from like New York and stuff like that.
mhm,
You know, country boys don't know nothing about that level of strategy.
right.
So I was like, why y'all always carrying book bags and stuff like that? And he opened it up and he showed me. He showed me his social security card, his birth certificate, his paperwork, his resumes. He showed me his plans, his
Mhm.
schedules, extra pens, a paper, a recorder.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, he was like, if you want to live, you got to take your life with you.
Okay.
You want your own business, be a businessman. A business, you can tell a businessman because he gonna keep pen and paper with him at all times.
That's true. Trust me, I know, because I have notebooks in my car. I sleep with a notebook because you never know when your friend gonna call me and tell me to call somebody or email something. So I literally sleep with a notebook next to me, like for real. That I
Yeah,
get up in the middle of the night because I mean my sleep schedule is all messed up because bad news don't sleep. He'll text you at 4 o'clock in the morning to give you 15 things to do and want them
Yeah,
done in 10 minutes.
man, yeah,
I
that's
exaggerate
how
a
it
little
go.
bit, but hey, that's what it feel like, huh?
That's how I go. That's how this game go. It moves fast. People be like, "Why you ain't tell me?" I'm like, "Man, I just found out.
Right,
Got to go get
right.
it."
You got to go get it. Um, I do apologize that he's not on this show today. He had his time mixed up, and he don't play about those babies. So one of the babies had a game, so
Yeah, I
not
already told him once before. I was like, when it comes to them kids, I ain't got nothing to say. Do what you do, man. Holler back at me, cause I know how it is. My kids, I don't care what's going on. Hey, it's about my kids.
right. You see, we started at 7 without him.
Yeah.
Like I said, it wasn't a big deal. I was gonna do it regardless, whether he
Hey,
was here or
hey,
not.
he ain't gonna do nothing but get on my nerves, so it's all right.
He's right. That part. Yours and mine both. So, but other than that, I wanted to apologize for him not being here because he did have some questions that he wanted to ask as well. But I think I handled it for both of us. You want to talk? We have about 12 minutes left. You want to talk about anything that you want the world to know about Mr. Big December?
um, well, okay, let's get on something a little deeper. I'm talking to all my people, everybody that's out here in this world doing anything, being entrepreneurs and stuff like that. I just want to say, don't allow the world to limit you because you have papers or lack thereof, or you have a felony or something like that. The world is not over. There's many things to do. Even if you can let some of these homeless people fool you all you want. Some of them will go in there and jump into a nice little car after they
Mhm.
just got all that extra money off of you on the side of the road. There's entrepreneurship in anything. You can get out here and clean windows. I see little kids say, "Can I clean your window for $1?" There's no excuse for you not to be able to be capable of doing something or even fulfilling your dreams of that matter. You know what I'm saying? I,
Mhm. And
I,
even
I, I,
here, we
uh,
have little kids on here. We have little kids on the side of the road selling waters and Gatorades and sodas for $1 out of a
yeah,
cooler all summer long, working to get
yeah,
their school clothes.
yeah.
So
So
I
you
mean,
know,
that's a hustle in everything. And what people fail to realize is that a felony can keep you from getting a job, but it won't stop you from getting the LLC.
right, right.
So stay the business.
The money ain't looking at what you don't did in your past. They looking at what you gonna do in your future.
Future.
Yeah.
Yep, and
So
you have to
you
lead by
know,
example.
yeah, and there's people out here. Never be afraid to ask anybody about anything. Look, and I'm speaking from experience. I was a bad kid in school. I promise you, I did not do no work. The only thing I ever did was do the homework and turn it in and take a test, and and that's it. So I ain't the smartest thing in the world, but I'm smart enough to know that there's no limitations to the mind, you know,
Right.
and that don't be afraid to ask somebody a question and don't just go off of hearsay all the time. Go do your own research. Quit
hmm
asking people and not looking, because that's a lack of knowledge. When there's plenty of knowledge out there for you, you can educate yourself to do anything you want to do. And
That's true.
don't let nobody tell you you can't do it.
That's true.
Because the only person that would make that decision and can make that decision is God. And if He didn't say it, then you have no limits. So go for
Amen.
what you love, go for what you know. Because I'm telling you, people are dying early. I almost lost my homeboy a week ago, and I thank God that he didn't die, because I don't know what I would have did after that. Like, I probably would have just stopped music, because this is what he wanted. You know,
Right.
this is what he wanted. You know, so it messed me up. And I don't know. I love hard. When I love you, I love hard. So I try not to get close to people like that. You know what I'm saying? But man, life is short. Do
It
what
is.
you gonna do. If you say you gonna do something, hold to it,
It
stand on it. Don't just
is.
sit there and let time go past because we don't we don't live that long. You know, I did my trucking company. I said, you know what? I got this trucking company. It's established. All my equipment is paid for. It's there.
Mhm.
If I want to stop it, I got my equipment and stuff. I can always go back to it.
Or you
My
can lease it
music,
out if need be.
uh,
Or you can lease it out if need be. You can
or
always
you
lease
can
it
lease
out.
it out. You can lease it out, or you could help manage somebody else stuff up off the ground. It's no problem, you know. But
That's
it's
true.
there. It's established. It's there. I got something under my belt, you know. And now
Mhm.
and now I said, before I get too old, I want to finish my music career that I had started a long time ago. There should be no reason that I shouldn't be an icon. And
Right.
it's because I didn't follow through the last time when I had that opportunity to be an icon. I disappeared. Now I'm not
Right.
gonna make that mistake again, and I'm gonna follow through with this. And
Right.
I'm
And you
coming.
have to. Either you gonna live your dreams or you gonna help somebody else live theirs.
Right.
Those are the only two options you have. Either you're gonna live yours or help somebody else live theirs. And with what you were saying about life being too short, I know you saw the post where news asked everybody to pray for me. Thank God for that. Because it's I don't know if all them 60 some people that commented or however many it is now, but those prayers helped. Man told us that my auntie wasn't gonna wake up again, and she hasn't woken up yet. But they told us if we took her off life support on Monday, that it was over with. And here we are Wednesday, she's still here. She had an aneurysm in her sleep on Monday morning. My
Oh yeah.
cousin found her unresponsive. Yeah, my mom's older sister, and my mom and her talk every day, all throughout the day. So with her being in the hospital, I have to worry about my mom because that's her big sister, that's her protector, and so man told everybody that it was over with. And when I walked in the door and they told me what was going on, I was like, she can beat this, she can beat this. Everybody told me she wasn't gonna beat it. But like you said, God has the final say in all things. And my auntie is still here. Yesterday
Thank
she was
God.
different. So, we just waiting to see if she come out of this. You know me, I'm a learner, I'm a reader. And they say 60 to 70% of people who have aneurysms do survive them. And that if you make it through the first 24 hours, your chances of survival are increased. And here we are, 72 hours plus later, and she's still here. So I'm just waiting on her to open her eyes if that be God's will.
Yeah, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Like I said, my boy we go. He went in the hospital, so it's kind of like the same scenario. And man, I couldn't think for a minute. I couldn't clear my head. Like it was like life's just moving so fast, and unexpectedly stuff happens all the time. I lost my niece 3 years ago, and that changed me entirely. Like the way I feel and everything about stuff. So, she broke uh 4 records in history before she died at the age of 21. And
Wow.
people told me that she talked about me all the time, that I was like kind of like her mentor. Well, if I'm her mentor, I'm gonna break some type of history. I'm gonna make some
Right.
history somewhere. I'm coming because there is no point for me to be somebody great to somebody that was great to me. And she did more than I did, and I'm 40 years old. So I gotta
Right.
step up the game. And that's why I'm coming.
Because you have to live for her now. All the goals and dreams that she had that passed away with her, you have to carry on for her now.
Yep.
So
That's
you
why
have
I'm
to
coming.
live for her, make her
Ain't no
proud.
ain't no limitations in my life. I took limitation bars off. We free falling now.
Hey, I don't blame you. Are you and News working on any other projects, or are you guys just gonna leave it at the one song?
No, we working on some stuff, but he kind of like he's like my mentor and like my boss right now. He teaching me some things, that I didn't know. Put me down the path that that I can go to be successful if I want to take it there. But it's up to me. All he can do is lead me to the water. I got to be capable of drinking. So,
That's true. You can lead a horse to a water, but you can't make them drink. I know a little
yeah.
bit of that Southern talk. I know a little bit of that. Um, what? Huh,
But
I had a
but
question for
another
my
thing
first
I
thought.
wanted to say
Oh,
is
you, huh?
another thing I wanted to say is that a lot of people in the industry for some reason these weak genres of industry tend to hate on each other. Please stop hating on each other because you cannot blow up or you cannot be successful if y'all all picking at each other. Nobody looking at y'all. They looking at what you can produce, not who you hate.
Right.
So get
And
out there
I
and
literally
work
just
with each
had this
other.
conversation with another manager in Southern Soul. Me and another manager was on the phone a couple of weeks ago. Well, like maybe earlier this week. And he was saying that, black people don't get ahead because we have the crab in a barrel mentality. And my response to that was, you're right. The people at the top, they're collaborating. It's the people at the bottom that's in competition and, trying to outdo the next person instead of joining forces and
Yeah,
being great together. But
yeah,
when you
because
get to the top of the food chain where all the money is, they're collaborating. They're
yeah,
merging businesses.
because in order to make business, you got to be willing to evolve. You got to be willing and able to adapt. You got to be willing and able to change to the times. Things don't stay the same. The Southern Soul people of your time is not the Southern Soul people of my time. I am an older age now. I'm 40. My people are coming in the door. So they
Right.
want to hear who they know. And they do not know you. So you need to get with people like me that they know so you can reestablish and keep that money flowing.
Mhm. Okay, one last question. Do you have a, because I know you told me you grew up with bad news. Do you have a TV friendly, podcast friendly story from your childhood that you want to share?
Well, man, I don't know. Well, back in the day,
Look, don't get us stepped out now. So make sure.
I used, I used, I used to take him to summer school sometime. Cause he always be he either missed the bus or I gotta take him to summer school or something. He always was doing some messed up stuff. But I looked out for him here and there because I had a crush on his mama. I was crazy about his mama. His mama got some beautiful eyes, boy. I used to be crazy about her. So she, just to come talk to her, I just go pick him up or take him to school, you know. But yeah, man, we just had fun.
You had a crush on Miss Gladys.
Man, I used to be crazy about that mama.
Did he know that? Because if he didn't, he know
He,
now.
he, nah, he knew. He knew. Yeah. But but yeah, we used to trip out all the time, back in the day when I used to rap and stuff, he wanted to, do music with us and stuff like that. So, we had times of being young and stuff. Then, we
Mhm.
kind of grew up and he got more gangster and more scary and shit. So 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 we kind of went down different paths for a little while. And then we kind of God made us bump heads here. So and like I said, tell people I was like, my mama before she got sick, she told me that God told her to tell me that I need to start back writing. And 3 weeks later, bad news called me, and I've been on running from there.
Okay. So he was your motivation to get back into what your mama told you that you needed to be doing anyway.
Well, well, my mama said what God told her to tell me. I need to start back writing, and now I'm back writing.
Yeah. He was
It
just,
was
and
not.
he
It
got
was
stuck
not
on
the
task.
plan. Yeah, it was not the plan. I haven't did music in about 10 years when my mama made that call to me, and 3 weeks later, bad news called me and said, "Boy, I didn't know you was in Dallas," and it goes on from there.
It goes on from there. That is what Bad News has a reputation for being that type of person. Like if he know you got a gift, he's gonna pull it out of you. He's gonna pull it out. Whatever that gift is, he gonna make you use it. He gonna ask you why you wasn't using it, and he's gonna encourage you to use it. I
Yeah.
mean, so
Well,
I
that's
mean,
all
you
part
need
of
people
being
like
a leader.
that.
That's all a part of being a leader.
It's all a
That
part of being a leader. You're
in order
right.
to be a leader, you got to step up and be able to take the initiative to guide others in direction. If you're not doing that, you're not a leader and you're not respected. Don't get the game twisted. People don't respect you because of what plaques you got and how much money you got. They respect you because of who you are and what you do for the community and others.
Okay, before we get out of here, I want you to share your social medias and contact information. If somebody's looking for somebody to pull a load with the truck company thing that you have as an independent contractor, let people know how to get in touch with you. If you're booking shows or looking to book shows, let them know what days you have open and how they can contact you to book the show with you and all that good stuff.
Okay, you want book shows? I haven't got the permission to release any numbers on the web, but you can also contact Bad News. Uh, of course, I fool with Nika, so if she don't mind, you can contact her as well. Um,
Nika.
huh?
Who is Nika?
I just call you Nika.
It's Nikki or Nikita. I'm like,
I,
who? And somebody put it in the room too, like, hi Nika. I'm like, who the heck is Nika?
well, that what I'm country like that. Everybody got a name, so I can't say your name. I say Nika. Hey, you don't realize it, but I've been calling you Nika. You just
I
didn't
just noticed
recognize.
it. Like I never noticed it.
Yeah, I've
But
been calling
I
you
mean,
that.
dudes call me Keita, so I guess hey, now that I know that's me, I'm an answer to it.
Yeah. And you can reach me at 706 again, 706-239-8440. You can hit my any of my platforms. Just pull up Big B Silver. It's gonna pull up. Just pull up Big B Silver, type it in just like it is. You can space it or you don't have to space it, but I should come up, old bald headed dude on there. You can't miss me, I promise. On any website, it'll put up automatically because I'm trending right now, if that makes any sense.
And if they
But
want to
yeah,
download your music, where can they find your music at?
you can find my music on Spotify. I got Kissing on You on Apple, and I think it's on iTunes as well. I also got the ringtone for Kissing on You if you want the ringtone. So,
Mm-hmm.
hey, I'm a marketing
You is
guru.
actually on Amazon Music as well, because that's how I play it most of the time on Amazon
Yeah.
Music.
Yeah, so it's on there. You can pick it up anywhere. I appreciate all the support you give me. Um, and you can also my trucking business is on Facebook as well with the numbers. And of course, I just said my number on all the platforms anyway. So you got my number. You want to call me, even if it's just to discuss business or just you need assistance with some or some guidance, somebody to talk to. You just hit me up. That's what Big B here for. This is what I do.
Well, we thank you for being a Fannie Mae Music Group FMMG affiliate. Kissing on You is trending, like he said. That is Big B Silver featuring Bad News. Make sure y'all stream it. It's available on all music platforms. The video is available on Big B Silver topic. So make sure y'all check that video out. Again, it is Big B Silver featuring Bad News. I'm kissing on you. Mr. Kissing on You. So make sure
Girl,
y'all
I've
check
been
that
kissing
out.
on you.
When I'm out there on the road, baby, I'm thinking about you. Yeah, I got the bars. I got the bars. Okay. But again, I have been your host for today, Nikita Michelle. You can Google me. I am on IMBD and Nikita Michelle on Facebook. I am Nikita Michelle on Instagram. Nikita Michelle DJ Rain on TikTok. And where else am I? I think that's about it. And Nikita Michelle on YouTube if you want to look for me there as well. I am one part of Fannie Mae Music Group, so if you would like to follow us over there, I would really appreciate that as well. And if you would like to book Bad News, you can hit me up, Nikita Michelle, or Bad News himself
Oh yeah, and
for
one more
booking.
thing. one more thing. I'm sorry. Let me get a shout out to
Okay.
350. Let me get a shout out to Legacy City, Cedric Bellamy, San Antonio. Let me get a shout out to Stylist, T Marvin, TP Thomas, uh, Pokebell, Sir Charles for even blessing me to give me a chance to, or the okay to help put me out there.
Hmm.
And you as well, Nikita.
Yes, yes, well, yes. You know, we are stamped by some of the best. We are stamped by some of the best. You know, like I said, that affiliation gets you in the room and gets you in the door. So, again, we are grateful for bad news because without bad news, I would just be an actress and a model. I would not be part of the Southern Soul family. So, I am grateful for that as well. Hopefully, he can be on the next episode, which will be next Thursday at 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 Eastern. I'm gonna check with him to make sure that's a good time because this is the time he told me, and as you can see, he's not available. So the time may change, but I'm gonna try and keep it the same. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to Popcorn Music. Not only do we do music, but we do movie reviews as well, and we will also have some of the hottest in TV talk right now coming on our show.
Already.
All right, thank you, Big B. I appreciate you for giving me an hour and 7 minutes of your time because we went over a little bit, but that's okay. Um, I appreciate you. Again, like I said, feel free to tag me. You know, I always share, like, and comment when Facebook let me because all day today I couldn't. Now it's all of a sudden fixed. But just like keep me in the loop or whatever. I do love kissing on you, and I love the new Trail Ride song. I am gonna work out those technical difficulties because I should have been able to screen share because I did it last night, but it wouldn't do it. But I did it on my computer last night, so that may be the difference. Because I set
Well,
everything up on my computer right now.
the devil trying to stop something that's gonna happen. So it's gonna happen eventually.
Yeah, but that's okay because I mean we got the interview done regardless. Ain't no monkey stopping this show. And like I said, the graphics and everything look good on my end. I hope it wasn't sketchy on your end because it's all clear on my end.
Yeah, yeah, it's good. It's good to go over here.
Okay. Well, again, thank you for being our very first guest on Popcorn Music. I look forward to seeing your career blossom and expand and see where it takes you.
Oh,
And
already.
trust me, I'll be here for the ride.
Big B Silver gonna deliver, baby.
Look, too bad you're not coming on the 22nd to VA.
I know it, right?
Right. That's the because we could have had a party after I worked like a slave.
So we gonna get our chance.
Yeah, we are. Well, again, it was nice having you. And again, bye bye, everybody. This has been Popcorn Music. Bye.
Bye.
I got my remote and I got my wine. So you know what that means. It's time for Southern Soul Vibes on Boom Boom Room TV. You can watch us on Roku. You can watch us on Fire Stick. Don't got a Fire Stick? Don't got Roku? Download the app. But make sure you tune in to Southern Soul Vibes, hosted by myself, Nikita Michelle, and the bad boy of Southern Soul, Bad News Williams. So check us out. Southern Soul Vibes on Boom Boom Room TV, 6 days a week.